For those of you who are at home working full-time, probably even more than usual, and you are also caretaking. So I'm talking to parents or talking to people taking care of their parents or other family members or friends who might need extra care. Maybe you've got animals. So I am not going to tell you time management suggestions to make sure you balance it all. I'm not even going to try to encourage you to take more time for self-care. My guess is you're doing absolutely the best you can. And we do know certainly that if you can take a few minutes to just hear yourself, if nothing else, that check-in, acknowledging with kindness, oh, I'm sad today. I'm frustrated today. I am angry today. Just hearing that can be helpful. Just that awareness may change the course of your day. But what I really want to do is just encourage you to acknowledge this is an impossible situation that you are in. The system wasn't built for this. Our culture has been broken in my mind for a long time. I spent 17 years in a large law firm as a litigator and a training partner. I went on to run my own business, and I'm teaching mindfulness, and I'm still trying to understand how we can do it all and take care of ourselves and have fun and a life. And now this whole thing is crumbling. And my hope is we're seeing that the systems for working people are broken. And I'm just wondering if just acknowledging this is hard, it is not personal in any way to me. I am hoping if anything good comes out of this, it's that we realize we need to change how we work so that we can sustain ourselves and have more satisfying life. But for now, just acknowledging this isn't working, and it has nothing to do with me. It's a systemic issue. Hopefully it will be addressed. And all I can do, and I'll use the words of Angeles Arian, an anthropologist who studied indigenous cultures and how they maintained health and well-being. And she gives a 4-step process. Show up, pay attention to what's most meaningful, speak your truth without blame or judgment, and here's the most important thing, don't be attached to outcomes. If you show up, you do your best, you speak what you need to speak, and just let go of how it works. And this is a 4-step process, was the first thing I learned when I learned mindfulness back in 1998 from the founder of the mindfulness stress reduction curriculum, John Kabat-Zinn. It was the first thing they taught us. And I've been living into it ever since. Letting go of the outcome. If I show up to do this for you, even though I'm nervous, and pay attention and speak my truth, I'll just let go and we'll put it out there for you. The other thing I learned that's very helpful when you find yourself caught in feeling really down or overwhelmed, it's called the 3 Ps. And I think it comes from the positive psychology field. The 3 Ps, often when you're feeling your worst, if you check in to see if one of the 3 Ps are there, and you can notice it and intervene in it, you will feel better. So what are the 3 Ps? Personal, that this is personal to me. I'm the only one suffering. Permanent, this is going to be forever. And pervasive, everything in my life is a disaster. And so I know, again, for myself, when I catch myself in moments when I really feel just down or overwhelmed or even a little hopeless, I'll notice that sometimes I think it's permanent. And I know it's not, because I know that everything changes. So it's not just the pandemic, but everything does change. And if I'm thinking it's permanent, oh yeah, it's just now. I know even times where I've woken up and I've thought, oh no. And then I've said, oh wait. Usually I wake up saying, oh no. And then it feels better once I get started. And I jumped out of bed thinking, oh, it doesn't matter, this feeling now, that's habit, and it will be fine. So look for permanent, look for pervasive. It's easy to feel like everything is a problem. And even if you find one thing that isn't, you know, oh, it's a blue sky and it's sunny and I love it that I can sit on my porch, or this meal tastes delicious, or that one moment with my child was very special. Whatever it is, it means it's not pervasive. Everything isn't a disaster. And the first one, well, going back to it and ending this video with it is, and it's not personal. Everybody is feeling this. Nobody is going to come out of this unchanged, which may be a very good thing, even as it's a very painful thing. And it's not personal. And if you're stuck in that, there is a kindness practice that I was taught that can be very helpful. So if you're feeling like a horrible parent today, or a horrible worker, or you're suffering because somebody you know has the virus and you're scared, even just sitting for a moment and saying, may all of us who are feeling scared about people who are getting sick know that we're in this together, or feel some relief. Or may all of us who are parents who feel like we're failing our kids feel some relief. Or may all of us who are feeling like work is just too overwhelming feel like we can get a handle on it. And there's something about reminding ourselves that I'm not the only one, and all of us are feeling this together. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to say. I am hoping that at least one nugget of this has been helpful. And take a look at the resource materials that I'm giving to the ACC, and hopefully you'll find an opportunity to practice a little mindfulness. And by the way, the Brown Mindfulness Center, where I am, is offering free online short mindfulness practices every day of the week. They're all different. I lead a 15-minute mindful pause on Tuesdays from 11:45 to 12 noon. And other people are leading all sorts of things. So if you feel like you want to practice a little bit with others trying to find a way to be with this in a little different way, come join us. So thank you very much.